Wollongong Illawarra region, beautiful stretch of coastline on the south coast of New South Wales. Plenty to do to relax and unwind. You can really unwind at the largest Buddhist temple in the Southern Hemisphere. Or you can just laze about. Welcome back to the action here at Port Kembla for the Dial Before You Dig National Selection Trials, and what a heat we have. First up in round 5, the who's who of competition so far. Ostermere Blue, Helensburgh Stanwell Park, North Cottesloe and the Tugun Hunters. Grant Wilkinson with me in commentary. Grant, doesn't get much better than this.
This is a very high quality field. 3 out of the 4 crews are their respective state representatives previously, and the other crew is the current under 23 Australian champions.
And they're away, North Cottesloe. The girls who have set the pace so far in this meet get away to a pretty decent start. Of course, standings in the overall point score is what counts. Grant, they're off to another good start here, the girls from the west.
Yeah, North Cottesloe again showing their class, a lot of power off the start there. They're going to try and set themselves up a really good lead here. Looks like Ali won for them, so they've got to set themselves up in a comfortable lead. Any waves come on the return journey back home, they've got enough breathing space that it's not going to matter too much.
Well, it looks like the girls from Tugun, the Hunters, have gotten out into a good lead in one of the alleys you wouldn't have thought that would have favoured them.
No, Tugun, very quick start there, as too Helensburgh Stanwell Park. The 3 closest to camera got a really good start there. Ostermere just behind, but again, Ostermere are renowned for a fast turn and a fast run home, so they're not out of it yet.
There's still a bit of work to be done here to get over a bit of lumpy surf. Yeah, you see it there. It's built up a bit out the back. And look at that for a shot. It's almost bow to bow, if you like, with these top crews fighting it out for the point score in the race for the cans.
And here comes North Cottesloe powering into their turn here, and you'll see Rachel Taylor, the silver medalist from the Sydney 2000 Olympics, standing up there, digging that oar straight in. You see the boat pivot off that, and they're away again. Or just getting her oar caught on that buoy, that turning buoy there. But again, Ostermere, Ali 4, very fast turn there, not out of this yet.
Well, it might have cost them on the turn there, because Tugun Hunters look like they have their nose in front now. We're in the real battle for line honours, but it's neck and neck. You can throw a blanket over them almost, but North Cots look like they might have got something of a runner here.
Yeah, North Cottesloe just starting to really power up there. You'll see their rate lift. The rating will lift up as they're trying to get onto each of their swells, but again, they're in the unfavoured alley on the run into shore. They've got to stay within their lanes, within their alleys, and keep the buoy on their right-hand side on the way in. Looks like Helensburgh Stanwell Park, just a little run building underneath them here, and they'll try and utilise this as best they can.
Oh, they've got one here. The girls from Helensburgh Stanwell Park, the national under-23 champions. Look at them power past North Cottesloe. Oh, great work there from Helensburgh.
And Mark Lee at the helm there, he's just really struggling to keep them on this wave here. You can see him dancing around the back of the boat, trying to keep it straight.
And now North Cots, they're on one as well.
Here we go. Going to be a big race to the line here. North Cots could be in a bit of trouble. Ostermere look like they've picked up a wave as well. North Cottesloe could be looking down probably their first defeat, their first last place here.
Unbelievable. Helensburgh Stanwell Park, they have stormed home, and you can see on the far right of shot there, it is indeed Ostermere Blue coming in. They've picked up some vital points, but where's North Cottesloe? That's the Tugun Hunters. They've come home to take up 3rd points. Where are the girls from the west? Incredible. They've come 4th. That's their worst result of competition so far. It's blown this point score wide open. Helensburgh Stanwell Park with 11 points, Grant. This race is well and truly on.
That's a very big victory for Helensburgh Stanwell Park and Ostermere. That will boost them on the point score very well.
Well, what a heat to get round 5 underway. Heat 2 not far away. Bagola Black, Corrimal Seabiscuits and the Moruya Vikings lining up, but also Mooloolaba Amcal, which have some former Australian representatives of their own. This is Sarah Weston.
Yeah, it would certainly be a wonderful honour. We got to represent Australia in the Battle of the Ditch that they had in the ASRL Open in 2011. And so, yeah, certainly to be able to do the trip over and wear the jacket would be a really big honour, and we've trained really hard for it. I think we've got some really good, strong girls crews in Australia this year, and I think there's a number of them that will go very, very well overseas. The men, not sure how the New Zealand boys are going, but there's some very quick crews over here as well.
Sarah Weston there from the Mooloolaba crew. Of course, her husband Brendan is the sweep. They want to get along well. But this is Bagola Black leading things out now as we head into Heat 2 of Round 5. Corrimal, of course, coming off a great win to get them through to Round 5 just on countback. So they are in form as well, riding this wave of momentum, so to speak.
Yeah, Corrimal getting just hit at the start there. You can see Mooloolaba powered away at the start. Alley 2 there, and they've out in front. Looks like a little wave on the helmet cam here, just going over a small little swell now.
Yeah, great shots there from the head of the sweep as they head out now. And it does indeed look like Bagola Black building up a nice little lead, of course, in the more favoured alley.
Yeah, that's right. Again, alley 1 is a favoured alley on the way out. It's a bit smoother, a bit calmer on the way to sea, but that means there's less waves coming in. Mitch Foran there, Bilgola sweep. He's also rowing in the men's division here today. He's got a big day ahead of him.
So it's a 400-metre trip out to the Cairns, and then it will be a race on for line honours, of course. We're talking about a point score here. It is a round-robin type format where you build up the point score here. The overall points winner being crowned the Australian champion. It still is a bit lumpy out the back there, Grant.
Yeah, even tide's dropping here. There's a few waves starting to build right out near the turning can. You see the turning cans coming up here, the top of screen, and Bilgola just going in here. Mitch Foran grabbing the sweep. You see the difference between the turn that we had before with the Northcott girls. On this one, the sweep grabs the oar, helps pivot the boat around, and they're away again.
Corrimal, it looked like, struck a bit of trouble around the turn. You wonder if that's going to cost them. Indeed it has. They look like they're at least a couple of strokes, if not a boat length or two now behind the leading crews.
You can't afford to do that. Any wasted stroke is, yeah, that'll equate at this level, these quality crews, that'll equate into a boat length or even 2 or 3.
Yeah, Corrimal with some work to be done. Bagola Black, though, with their noses well and truly in front, but they're not having it all their own way. Mooloolaba pushing them all the way.
Yeah, Mooloolaba having a very good run in here. They're getting all the way on the leg. You see Maria Vikings here just running along the top of the swell. Sweep Gavin Hunt will be trying to urge them to push over the front of this. Here comes Mooloolaba. Look at this, showing their class here. 2-time Australian champions, dual Australian champions here, former Australian representatives. They're pushing this hard.
Oh, you are riding with the crew from Mooloolaba as they storm home here. They cannot be beaten in Heat 2 in Round 5. A little runner would be a nice way to finish things, but they don't need it. They are cruising home. The race now for minor honours. Bagola Black. Corrimal seem to have come from nowhere. They looked right out of this race at the turn, but they've caught a run home here. What a great finish there from Corrimal.
Yeah, Corrimal coming up on Mooloolaba here, but I think they're just going to run out of distance here. Looks like Mooloolaba might just sneak across the line just before Corrimal gets in on this wave. Bad luck from both Maria and Bilgola, those unfavoured northern alleys.
Huge effort there from Corrimal Sea Biscuits. They looked well out of it at the turn, but they've stormed home to pick up 9 vital points. But it's Mooloolaba and Carl taking the maximum out of Heat 2 in Round 5 with 11.
Still really tough conditions out there. We knew we had to get a good start and try and get around the Cairns first to have first pick of the waves. You just got to row until you hit sand and hope that you come up with the bickies.
So let's have a look at how they sit after the Round 5 action. The overall point score, well, North Cottesloe, they were 4-point leaders. They're still in front, but their margin now 1. Helensburgh Stanwell Park hot on their heels, but there is a host of crews breathing down their neck. Amongst them, Moruya, Tugun Hunters, Ostamere also in the hunt, as is Corrimal Sea Biscuits.